Fuck you, I'm smarter, bitch.
I can't believe you're gonna rig this game.
We don't want to feel dumb anymore.
I feel so stupid right now.
We're here to find out if we're actually dumb. Don't ask us any questions.
Two bumbling morons. Fuck you, I'm smarter.
Welcome to Fuck You, I'm Smarter, the comedy game show where we compete with a guest to be crowned the smartest person in the room. Zoom, YouTube Live.
Room in Zoom.
Room in the Zoom. Kelly, it's
Oh my God.
summer in the
Summer in the city.
Summer in the city.
Summer in the city, baby.
Tits are out, asses are sweating.
Yes.
Fucking.
Titty in the gritty city.
I bought Disneyland tickets because I was like, ooh, it's half capacity, but the quickest I could get was
half
July
capass?
6th.
Is that it's like
Half
where you order at
capass?
Starbucks, like half cap?
Yes.
Half capass.
But we just went full capass.
Oh,
Canceled my Disneyland
cancel the
tickets.
capass.
I'm like, cancel the
That's
joke.
too many capacities.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going in July when it's hot as balls outside.
No.
Full capass.
No.
After not being near people for a year and a half.
Zero capass.
No, I rescheduled.
Like my butthole.
Zero capass like your butthole. How was your butthole this summer?
I thought you'd never ask.
Does
You know,
it get
it's
itchy in the
been
summer?
neglected by you and your care and your concern.
Am I supposed to be doing something for your butthole?
I did ask you just before we started recording if this summer, when we do spend one night together in North Carolina
One
with
night
a convergence,
in North Carolina,
yeah,
one sexy night.
one magical night. I did ask if you would stick your pinky up my butt while we slept, and you refused.
I
You
said
flat out refused.
I'm not going to do it on that trip, but I will do it before we go. That's what I said, actually.
That's true.
So I actually offered your assistance, my assistance, earlier than you wanted.
I guess. You could see it that way, but I see it as, conditional love.
Well, for those of you that are listening, you're really missing out on the YouTube Live
You
because
really are.
Kelly got a haircut and she's ready to have a hot girl summer.
Is that what I...
No. No. Never annoying
No.
at the same time.
Is it me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm really excited about our pop quizzes
I have
today.
a pop quiz for you, baby.
I didn't tell Kelly what mine is.
And I didn't tell you what mine is, and I thought maybe we accidentally did the same thing,
And
which
I'm
would be
saying
like
no
really...
way.
I'm sure it didn't happen, but like it could have.
There's no way.
But mine's not about summer.
Mine is summer specific.
Summer specific.
So what do you think? Should I go first? Should I go second?
I think we should guess what each other's is.
Oh, okay.
So yours is summer specific.
You said yours is important and something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we need
I'm
to.
going to guess that yours...
But it's not topical.
It's not topical.
No. It's
But
history.
It's history that we need to talk about.
We have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah. It's not that everybody needs to talk about it. It's that you need to talk about it.
Oh no, is it the Holocaust?
No, I wouldn't do that to you. No, I know you don't do the Holocaust. Lindsay doesn't do ghosts, and she doesn't do the Holocaust.
Or vampires.
Can't wait to bite you, bitch, when I become one.
Oh my God, that is something that I have to do? Oh no.
It's from a mistake that you made on the podcast.
No.
It's something that you said.
Oh no.
I'll give you a hint. It's something that you said. You're like, I think it's this. You thought the same. You thought like one person
Johnny
was.
Appleseed.
It's not, but it's not that. It's not that simple. It's not that one.
It's not Christopher Columbus and Johnny Appleseed?
No. I can't wait.
Oh my God, I don't know.
All right, it's
Okay,
All right,
well,
yours is summer
specific.
Is it about the summer of Sam?
No, it's kind of like about something annoying.
Oh, is it about you?
No, not as annoying as me.
Is it about water parks?
No, it's an inconvenience when you're just trying to sit outside and like enjoy yourself.
Butt sweat?
No, close.
It
hurts.
Pooping in the summer?
No,
When you're constipated?
We'll get to it when we get to it.
It hurts. Sunburn.
Nope. I
Huh.
want to start with yours because
Okay.
mine's a mistake from the game.
It is. So is mine.
No, I'm saying the one you wrote for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to like get into that. I want to talk about what I said and then I want to get into that. Because that was the point of pop quizzes, one of the main goals.
Yeah.
So tell me what's up.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.
All right, Lindsay. Are you ready?
I don't know.
What did I call it? I didn't call it anything. Oh, I did call it something because this is what you called it. This game is called The Woman in the Horse.
The Woman in the Horse. Joan of Arc.
Yes.
She went in the horse, right?
What was the horse?
The Trojan horse.
Yeah. I'd like for you to explain a little bit about what you
Wait, was that Joan of Arc? Wait,
I'm asking you.
Okay.
I want you to tell me about Joan of Arc, and I want you to tell me about the Trojan horse.
Okay.
You can tell maybe they're related, maybe they're not. I want you to explain to me tell me about the woman in the horse.
So in my head, there was a war and they built this big wooden horse.
Who did?
The Trojans or something. Against the Vikings or something.
Trojans. Okay.
I'm following.
Trojans against the Vikings. Where were the Trojans from?
Rome.
Okay. The Roman Trojans fighting the Vikings from
Norway.
Got it. Okay. Where were they fighting this war?
In the Holy Lands.
Oh,
Israel.
in Israel. Okay. All right. So there's not like ships or anything. This is like a land. Okay.
Land party.
Land war.
Land war.
Right.
Sorry. Not a party.
Yeah, it's not really a party, is it?
So they're like, all right,
died.
well, we need to get Joan of Arc, who was like one of their best warriors.
She was
Trojan,
mm-hmm. which is Rome. So she's Italian. And they built this big wooden horse. Okay.
And she got in it. And they wheeled her. They wheeled her into like the Norwegian land. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she popped out of it like a cake.
Right.
And then killed all the Vikings. That's what I remember. That's how my memory.
Party! Just kidding, you're all dead.
Yeah. That's how I understood it.
Wow, what a sensational imagination you have.
I have a good memory.
Okay. Well, Lindsay, can I tell you while you're wrong?
Okay. Can I tell you while you're wrong?
Why?
Oh, it sounds like you said while, and it's even greater.
Can I tell you
while you're wrong?
While you're wrong, let me tell you all of the other ways that you're wrong.
Got it.
So you did make this mistake.
So Joan of Arc didn't go in the Trojan horse, did she?
No, not related at all. About 1,000 years apart.
Oh, okay.
No. 2,000 years apart.
All right. This is good. This is why we're here.
This is why we're here. So you said in episode 83, which was a pop quiz that we called Babies in World War II.
Yes.
Babies in World War I.
Yes.
I think that's where we learned about baby. Oh, war babies. Yeah, war babies. And right, and we learned about learned about Franz Ferdinand.
I remember him.
Yeah, you remember him and his hits.
Take me out.
Yeah.
It's
It's still good.
It's so good.
Like if that song comes on, I'm still like, yes.
It's so good.
Take me out. We should listen to that after this.
Yeah. Great.
Everybody, go support your favorite artists by buying their albums. Remember when you had to buy music? Maybe you don't. Maybe you're too young. Buy their merch.
Their music.
Buy tickets to their shows.
Especially now, they need it more than ever.
It. Okay. So, Lindsay, this is Joan of Arc versus the Trojan horse, okay? So I'm going to ask you questions. The answer is either Joan of Arc or the Trojan horse.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then I'll explain.
Yeah, please.
Who they were. You know what? I'll give you just a little bit of backstory. Okay. So Joan of Arc was French.
Great.
Okay. And she's considered a heroine of France during her role for her role in a very famous war, and she ended up being canonized as a saint. Okay. She was also burnt at the stake. So
don't remember that happening.
Right. And then the Trojan horse was a wooden horse used by the Greeks during the Trojan War in like I think the 12th century BC.
1300.
BC.
Oh, sorry, before that.
Yeah. To enter the city of Troy and win the war. So people did hide in the horse. It was not Joan of Arc. She had not been born and would not be born for several years.
But the Greeks went in it to get in town and kill the Trojans.
To get in town and kill the Trojans,
Got
and
it.
they won the war.
Got it.
Okay? All right.
I guess I was a little off.
Yeah. Number 1. Joan of Arc or the Trojan horse fought their war in what is now modern-day Turkey.
I'm going to guess that that's the Trojan horse.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Very good. So the city of Troy, which is where the Trojans are from, is in what is now modern-day Turkey on the Strait of Gallipoli, or also called the Dardanelles. It's a narrow natural strait and internationally significant waterway in northeastern Turkey. It's basically like the boundary between Europe and Asia that separates Asian Turkey from European Turkey. And yeah, so the Trojan War was waged against the city of Troy by the Greeks.
Okay.
Do you know why? Do you remember why from your Greek mythology or history?
It was probably over religion.
No.
I don't know.
It was a woman.
Oh, who was it?
Someone of Troy.
Helen.
Yeah. What happened?
Maybe I thought Helen of Troy was Joan of Arc.
That's what you did. That's what you did in your brain.
That's what
There's
I
always
did.
a reason, right?
That's what I
That's what
did.
you did.
Helen of Troy in my brain
Became Joan of Arc. Gorgeous. So, yeah. Paris of Troy took Helen from her husband, Menelaus, king of Sparta.
We've talked about them on this show before.
We have. I mean,
wait, so what happened? So Helen of Troy, okay, Trojan side, Paris
is like, I want this woman, and this is what we do at this time. We just take what we want.
And Paris was on the other side, on the Greek side?
No, Paris is from Troy.
And Helen was from Troy. So why did the Greeks get involved?
No, she was not. She was not from Troy. They call her Helen of Troy because he took her to Troy.
Oh, okay. Got it. So she was on the Greek side.
Yeah. He
took her on over.
He abducted her,
and then
kidnapped
the Greeks
her.
were like, we're
or
not having
it's also speculated.
That
some people
she
speculate
left,
that she
was
I
unhappy.
think her husband too married her when she was like almost basically
Right.
a child. So like, who knows? Maybe she was like, I'm not really into this. The king of
Right.
Sparta, and maybe this guy's more my age. Maybe
I
he's
read
more
that
age
as
appropriate.
well.
I don't know.
I like to think that she was a child bride.
No,
Probably.
she definitely was.
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah. It's not good, no matter how you slice it.
this
It's
hot
not great.
guy comes in. I don't trust the king of Sparta
I don't
either.
trust him
Do you know
either.
what I mean?
Of course not. And they were like notorious warriors. They were brutal. I don't trust anyone in history, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I'd
Also,
like to
who's
know.
writing it? You know what I mean? Who wrote this shit? Homer.
History.
History. Where's the herstory? That's what I'm saying.
All right. So
Number two.
Helen of Troy. Got it. Okay.
Number 2. This is a bit cheeky. Only select men were allowed inside. Only select
I
men
want this
were allowed
to
inside.
be Joan of Arc, but I'm going to go with the Trojan horse.
That is correct, my friend. 30 to 40 of the Achaeans, which is what
30
the
to
Greeks were
40.
called at the time. Yes, their best warriors hid in the Trojan horse's womb and 2 spies in its mouth.
That's a big horse.
It's a big ass horse, right? To fit that many people.
I just had a memory.
Okay. From a past life?
No, I just remembered this moment in my life.
Okay.
Where we ate a bunch of edibles.
Okay.
And we went and saw Aladdin at Disneyland. And there was a person
Like the movie or the
show, the live show
fun.
at Disneyland. It was so fun, but we got a little too high.
It happens.
And there was a woman in a wheelchair, and the usher put her in the aisle,
Okay, that doesn't seem
which
safe.
was
but
a really bad
seems
idea
safe.
because there was a giant elephant
that has to walk down the aisle.
It was like 10 people in the elephant.
Oh my God.
And we were watching it in like slow motion, and we were really high, and we were on this ledge, and we couldn't like jump and like push the woman.
No,
like,
don't jump off a ledge.
We were on like a really tall ledge.
Yeah.
And if I was closer to her, I would have pushed her
out of her chair into the aisle.
The elephant, there's like 10 people in the elephant, and they can't see what they're bumping up against over.
Somebody has
over.
to be watching. Where's the stage manager?
It was so bad.
That's horrifying.
Like,
what happened? Did they trample
her? It just
her?
kept bumping into her, and then eventually someone moved her, and then I saw her crying after the show, and I felt so horrible.
Yeah, because then you feel like kind of
she was
dehumanized too. That some like you and you can't. She couldn't do anything about it, and they're just like jostling into her.
She didn't get hurt or anything. She was just
really
it's
embarrassing, and you feel very on the spot, and like that sucks.
Sorry, the Trojan horse just reminded me of like two people in the eyes and stuff. Like
what?
There were two people like spies in the face.
Right. So that's what they needed for the show you went to.
Do you think that if they were in the womb, do you think they crawled through its butthole like an Ace Ventura?
Yes, I do actually.
Oh wow,
I do actually. Yeah.
Cool.
Ace Ventura.
It's such a great scene.
So good. Number 3, Lindsay. Joan of Arc or the Trojan Horse was in the 100 Years' War.
Oh,
the 100 Years' War.
This must have been Joan of Arc.
Yes. How did you know that?
Just because you haven't said Joan of Arc yet. So if you did 2 Trojan horses, I knew it was Joan of Arc.
You motherfucker. That's how you knew?
Yeah.
You shit. But you wouldn't have known.
But
if that was my first question to you, what would you have said, do you think?
Probably Joan of Arc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what the 100 Years' War was? Or just tell me who it was between.
Well, Paris.
I'll give it to you.
And Italy. Rome. No.
It was France and England.
France and England.
Right. So England was saying that they had claim to the French throne because the King of England is a descendant of someone from like one of the French royalty.
Oh.
So they're trying to use that as a claim to take over the whole country.
Wow.
And they're like, when this king dies, I'm going to be king. Like the English king. And they're like, no, when our king dies, his son is going to be king. And they're like, no, we're taking over. And Joan of Arc was like, oh, hell no.
Wow.
So she helped.
Wow.
So the siege of Orleans, which is the one that she came, and like 9 days later, it was over, and France had won that battle. It occurred during the 100 Years' War. That's the one she's famous for, the Siege of Orleans. Contested between the ruling houses of France and England for supremacy over France.
So what did she do exactly after she came in on the wooden horse?
I'll tell you in a minute. Number 4, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Which one did not technically ever fight a battle?
Which one of these things didn't technically fight a battle?
Mm-hmm.
Joan of Arc?
Yes.
I mean,
I guess you could have gone it.
Didn't really fight a battle.
I was sort of trying to trip you up, but
there was a battle.
The horse was involved
around the horse. He was responsible.
The horse was definitely part of the battle because he was a carrier of a weapon.
Right.
So he was. Yeah.
Right. Do you think he knew he was, or do you think he was just wood?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with just the wood.
Just the wood.
Yeah, just the wood.
So she never fought?
She never fought. Although remembered as a fearless warrior and considered a heroine of the 100 Years' War, Joan never actually fought in battle or killed an opponent. Instead, she would accompany her men as a sort of inspirational mascot, brandishing her banner in place of a weapon. She was just their cheerleader.
Wow.
But it worked. She was also responsible. She also outlined military strategies and directed troops and proposed diplomatic solutions to the English, all of which, unfortunately, they rejected. But despite her distance from the front lines, Joan was wounded at least twice, taking an arrow to the shoulder and a crossbow bolt to the thigh. Number 5, Lindsay.
In my head, she's like really hot.
Well, she's kind of boyish, so maybe you're into that kind of look.
Yeah.
For a girl.
Yeah.
She had she cut her hair short, and then she wore like page boy clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Number 5.
Hmm.
This one is possibly not a true story. It's possible.
The horse.
Yeah, the horse. The horse.
The horse.
The story of the Trojan horse was first mentioned in the Odyssey. Actually,
so someone may have.
I feel like I read somewhere that it wasn't mentioned in the Odyssey, but like the war was. Anyway, it describes how Greek soldiers were able to take the city of Troy after a fruitless 10-year siege by hiding in a giant horse supposedly left as an offering to the goddess Athena. And so then the Trojans were like, oh, what's this thing? Let me bring it inside for some reason.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So they basically pretended that they were leaving. They're like, we're not going to fight anymore. Bye. And they sailed away, left the horse. So then they were like, oh, let's clean up this garbage. Brought it inside. And then in the night, the ship circled back. And then the people in the horse opened the gates and let the ship people back into the city, and they took over the city.
It's actually
and burn
really
it down.
smart if it is actually true.
Yeah. I mean, it was written about a lot. It was written about in a lot of places. So, I mean, it's so long ago. How can we really know? But
Right.
Oxford University classicist Dr. Armand Dignor said, archaeological evidence shows that Troy was indeed burned down, but the wooden horse is an imaginative fable. I don't know how he thinks he actually knows that, though, truly. Perhaps inspired by the way ancient siege engines were clothed with damp horse hides to stop them from being set on fire.
Wow.
So, okay, whatever. Da 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 da. La di da di do. Lindsay.
Yeah.
Which one may have had bovine tuberculosis?
I mean, it must have been the horse. No. Must have been Joan of Arc.
Very good.
Now, bovine, is that a cow?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is just one of the theories of why she had, because she had hallucinations. This is why she's canonized. This is why she's a saint, because she had visions of different saints and like God, and like she had visions of these people telling her what to do, right? to fight. First, it says around the age of 12 or 13. Joan of Arc apparently began hearing voices and experiencing visions, which she interpreted as signs from God. Which, of course, what else would you at that time, right? You have no idea that people could be schizophrenic or, like, you don't know. During her trial, she testified that angels and saints first told her merely to attend church and live piously. Later, they began instructing her to deliver France from the invading English and establish Charles the Seventh, the uncrowned heir to the French throne, as the country's rightful king. The maid, as they call her, because she was apparently a virgin or maiden-like, asserted that a bright light often accompanied the visions and that she heard the voices more distinctly when bells sounded. So based on these details, some experts have suggested that Joan suffered from, there's like a lot of theories. So it could have been migraines, it could have been bipolar disorder, it could have been brain lesions, and then someone was like, oh, she could have had bovine tuberculosis from drinking unpasteurized milk, which causes seizures and dementia. So who really knows? I like to think that she was
just a spirit,
like seeing visions that were I mean, it sounds like she's pretty lucid in what she's doing, though. You know what I mean? Like, she's having these hallucinations or whatever, hearing voices or whatever. Maybe it was from another realm. I mean, she was still able, she was like working, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She like worked this war.
I'd like to think that if she was hanging out near those cows, that maybe she ate some magic mushrooms.
Ooh, interesting. Interesting, Lindsay. And then my last question to you is, which one inspired a a very trendy haircut?
The horse? Helen of Troy is the answer.
Joan of
Arc.
Yeah. Yeah. They think that like the bob from the 20s was like based on this one hairdresser.
She was like the original Rachel.
Yeah, exactly.
Cute.
Yeah. So that's
So is she
the
still
woman in the
alive?
horse. This was in like the 1400s.
Oh, okay. So she might be still alive.
She might be.
She's just
She might.
that horse though. That horse
Is still alive.
still living, still trucking along.
Still kicking.
That's a smart technique though.
It is very smart.
If
but
it was real.
yeah, but it can never be done again. It's
It's
a once in
it's a one trick pony.
Hey-o. Ding 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 ding. You win.
Yay. All right. It's summertime.
Hot time somewhere in the city.
Yeah, it's time for watermelon barbecues. It's time
Watermelon barbecue. I love some grilled watermelon.
It's time
I guess
for
it could happen.
butt sweat, as we mentioned before, my sweatiest season. And it's time for everyone's least favorite summer buzzkill, mosquitoes.
Oh.
It's time to play the mosquito quiz.
This is all about mosquitoes?
Yes.
You're so annoying.
And
You're just as annoying as a mosquito to me right now.
I'm actually going to take a step away because we have a special guest today.
Oh my God, you have a fucking mosquito character. I'm going to kill myself.
There's a mosquito
Cool.
named Sally the Mosquito.
That's
And
so creative.
She asked me if she could host this game. Is that okay
So
with
we have
everybody?
we have Sally the substitute teacher.
Sally the substitute teacher.
Mosquito.
Yep. All right. Come on in, Sally. I'm going to translate for her, okay? Just kidding.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
All right.
I'm doing this
Question number 1.
voluntarily. Like this, I'm doing this this is for fun. I'm not getting paid to do this.
Okay, Sally wants
I'd
to
like
speak.
to,
Hold on.
but okay. I deserve to.
Kelly, Sally said,
Oh yeah, tell me what she just said. Yeah.
would you rather come face to face with a male mosquito or a female mosquito? Which one would you rather run into and why?
A male mosquito, because maybe I could convince him not to bite me.
Oh,
you know what I
ooh,
mean?
yeah, you use that sex appeal. Sally, is a male mosquito the correct answer?
This is getting boring.
This may surprise you, and most people probably assume that all mosquitoes bite, but only females
I was right.
bite. Yes.
I was right to want to fuck the male mosquito. I mean,
Yes. You should only have sex with the males because female mosquitoes will bite to feed on your blood. They use the protein.
Unless you're into that.
Right, if you like blood play. They like the protein and other compounds they get in their feast, and it's essential to help them produce and develop their eggs.
Makes sense. Okay,
Sorry, I
unnecessary.
smashed Sally the mosquito.
Thank God.
I got rid of her.
What a cunt.
Because
All
she's
right.
a woman and she's going to bite me.
Exactly.
All right, number 2.
Always blaming the women, though, right? Am I right? Even nature.
Right. Kelly, what's deadlier? Mosquitoes, sharks, ticks, tigers, or crocodiles?
I think mosquitoes because they spread disease.
That is correct.
God, I'm so fucking smart. I went to elementary school, you guys.
So many harmful diseases that are known to spread because of mosquitoes.
Indeedly.
Kelly,
Yes.
can you tell us, first, can you stick your tongue out like you're wearing a retainer and spell the word vector, and then tell us the definition of vector?
Well, first of all, you wouldn't stick your tongue out if you're wearing
You don't
a retainer.
have a retainer.
You mean those like stupid things that we wear in our mouths?
Yeah, just pretend like you're wearing a retainer. Stick your tongue out.
vector.
How do you spell it?
What's a vector?
How do you spell it?
V as in Victor.
Got it.
E as in
Yes.
elephant.
Yes.
Running down to the stage, hitting the poor woman in the
Yes.
wheelchair.
Very bad.
The.
As in
Sally the cunt. Cunt.
cunt. Got it. Not Sally. Cunt. Got it.
T. As in Thomas the Twain.
Got it. The Twain. This is where things get tricky.
This is where things get.
This is where
I'm really good at pretending I'm wearing some shit in my face, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
As in, stop ogling me.
Oh.
As in,
Benta Cucamonga?
Rasa Cucamonga.
Very good. Now, Kelly, what is a vector?
I knew you were going to ask me.
What is it?
I think it's an area.
Interesting. What does that mean?
There's just different mosquito vectors where like there's certain kinds of mosquitoes in this area, different kinds in this area. These carry diseases over here. Some carry this other disease over here.
But you think it's like a unit of space?
Yes. I think it's like on a map you could draw like the vectors, section it out.
Right. Interesting. Like a section.
A section.
Okay, well that is incorrect.
Okay.
There are two different definitions for a vector. The one that I think you're closest to that you might be thinking of is a quantity having direction as well as magnitude. So
it's the magnitude I was.
You hear it like in math. So
you hear it in math.
Determining the point, the position of one point in space relative to another. So that's what I think you were thinking of.
Position of one's
space in relation to another space.
So what's my vector from you? Too close.
Right.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
But in this particular mosquito quiz, it's an organism, typically a biting insect.
It's a very different definition, isn't it?
Yes. Or a tick that transmits a disease or parasite from one animal or plant to another.
I reject that definition.
Well, that's a vector.
Okay.
Kelly, mosquitoes carry harmful diseases such as malaria, Zika, West Nile, and dengue. Dengue is common.
Dengue
You've heard
fever?
of it? You've heard of dengue? It's dengue?
I believe so.
Okay. It's common in more than 100 countries around the world, and 40% of the world's population, about 3 billion people, live in areas with the risk of dengue, as Kelly calls it. Dengue is often a leading cause of illness in areas with that risk. Which one of these is not a symptom of contracting dengue?
I should know this.
Is it A, a rash, B, aches and pains, or C, the runs?
I'm going to say the rash.
That is incorrect. It is actually the runs.
Really?
One of the most prevalent symptoms are the aches and pains, eye pain, typically behind the eyes.
Oh no.
Muscle, joint, or bone pain.
Ooh, nobody wants bone pain.
Ooh, yucky,
That's
yuckies.
too deep.
No.
Don't like it.
Kelly, in comparison with other insects such as flies or wasps, mosquitoes fly a lot faster or a lot slower? Are they faster or are they slower?
Faster. Is it harder to smack a fly than it is to smack a mosquito? Ooh, I think flies are faster. I have gotten mosquitoes before.
Yeah.
I'm going to say they're slower.
Smart. That is correct. It is estimated that these biting insects can only fly at speeds between 1 and 1.5 miles per hour, which seems really fast to me for a bug.
For a bug, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Which actually makes me feel stupid for not being able to smack them more often.
Right.
Right?
Well, no.
Because we're bigger. We should be able to move
right,
faster.
Right.
I guess that's...
I hear ya. I hear ya. Kelly.
Yes.
Oh,
she's back.
No, it's a male mosquito. I could
hey.
see by its giant male
Yeah.
mosquito penis.
His giant male mosquito penis.
Oh, he's doing something very strange. Kelly.
Oh, get out of here. We didn't ask for that. Put your pants back on.
Put your pants back on. It is recorded that mosquitoes do what to attract a mate? Do they A, make a special buzzing sound, B, get down and dirty with a dance, or C, just spit a bunch of blood at them? What do you think they do to attract a mate?
I Wait, what's the first one?
Make a special buzzing sound.
I think they have a special sound.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
They
They
do a
dance?
dance.
Yeah.
They get down and
What would
dirty.
be? What's like the most attractive dance that a guy could do for you? And like, what would you see someone dancing and be like, that guy's fucking hot?
That's a really good question.
Thank you.
I think it's not really about the actual
dance.
dance.
It's about-
I think it's how they move.
Okay.
The smoothness
What
of the
about a
moveness.
river dance?
Not interested. But there's nothing smooth about that either.
It's very smooth. If you look at the top of them, they're just gliding back and forth. It's quite smooth. Only the bottom part's moving.
Yeah, but it just seems like
Not
a
hot
lot.
to you.
It seems like a lot of
It's a
bouncing.
lot.
Kelly,
Yes.
what are mosquitoes most attracted to? Our smell, our body heat, or our shiny, sexy summer bodies?
I'd like to think our shiny, sexy summer bodies, but I don't know if I have one of those right now. So
You'll get it.
Yeah.
Take your clothes off.
Shiny, definitely shiny. I've been using a lot of coconut oil. Maybe they like the heat. It lets them know something's alive there. Something with heat that's alive has blood.
Like the bed bugs. Like the bed bugs. That is incorrect.
Actually, they smell your carbon dioxide that you exhale.
So do mosquitoes. Carbon dioxide is one of the main ways in which mosquitoes locate their next feast. They use a special organ called a maxillary pulp
A maxi pad.
to follow the smell of CO2 released from our breath.
Okay, that makes sense. I should have known that. You did really good on the Joan of Arc versus Trojan Horse quiz, by
Aw,
the way.
thank
Lynn.
you.
So
I'm
proud of
I'm
you.
growing. Okay,
You're growing?
growing.
Oh.
One more question. Mosquitoes are as old as dinosaurs, with evidence of these biting insects dating back to the Triassic period. While they may be old souls, they don't live long. Kelly, how long do mosquitoes live? Is it A, 2 months, B, 4 months, or C, 6 months?
Ooh, I was going to say 3 days, so I'm really glad that you gave me an A, B, and C. I'm going to say the shortest amount of months.
That is correct. 2 months.
2 months.
All right, I lied. One more.
That's actually a long time for a bug, don't you
It
think?
is.
How long do butterflies live?
I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh,
Should I look it up?
yeah.
How long do butterflies? Look it up.
How long do butterflies live? How long do
butterflies live?
How long do butterflies live?
I
How
hope you
long
caught
do
this
butterflies
all of
live?
the
Oh no,
episode.
I'm turning
Keep
the
it
sound
in.
up when
Keep-
I edit this.
Boo, 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 boo. 12
Woo!
months they live a
That's
year.
a painted lady. I don't know if that's the first one that came up.
Wow.
Really, a year. Let's go to the children's butterfly site really quick. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. No adult butterfly can live more than a year.
Wow.
Some of them live almost a year.
Wow.
Da-da-da-da. Some long-lived tropical butterflies live up to 6 months.
Wow.
Wow.
That's how long butterflies live.
6 months to a year, I would say.
Wow.
Oh, no, that's not right. An average butterfly species has an adult lifespan of 2 weeks or less. What? 2 weeks to a year? That's a huge range.
But mosquitoes make it for 2 months? That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, last question.
Okay.
Did you know that mosquitoes are greedy? We all know
Not
that
surprised.
right? We all know that mosquitoes like to enjoy a couple of human blood cocktails. But did you know that they can drink more blood than students can drink alcohol during freshman week?
You didn't see me in college.
Ugh. Studies have revealed that mosquitoes are able to drink blank times their own body weight in blood. Is it A, 2 times, B, 3 times, or C, 4 times?
I'm going to say 4 because I was going to say 10.
Incorrect. It is 3 times their body weight
That's still a lot.
in blood.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, I hate when you kill one that's like got
Bloody?
bloody in. Oh,
I kind of like it because it's like, fuck you, you don't get my blood. I got it back. You know what I mean? Even though I can't use it
Sure,
again.
but then you have to lick it or think it might be someone else's blood.
You lick a dead mosquito off of your hand?
If you're getting it back, if you're actually...
No, I just mean that they don't get it. It's more of a spiteful get.
Oh.
Like, you didn't get to enjoy it.
Well, kids, I think next time you get bit by a mosquito
You should
and
you should
get
eat
blood
mosquitoes.
on you should drink the blood and just see what happens.
You heard it here first.
Is your sister afraid of getting Zika virus? Living in Miami? Living in Florida?
Is that still a thing?
I don't know. It was.
I'll ask her.
Wow. Well, guys, that's our show. Hope you like mosquitoes and Trojan horses.
And Joan of Arc, a.k.a. Helen of Troy, a.k.a. the Lady and the Horse.
Kelly, what are you looking forward to this summer?
I'm really looking forward to my summer trip to the East Coast.
I know.
To North Carolina.
I wish we were going to be together more.
I know. It's literally going to be one day. We only have one opportunity.
We're
for
going
you
on
to stick your finger up
opposite
my butt.
road trips. I'm going up. We're starting in the same place. I'm going up. She's going down.
Yeah.
And we have one day in the same place. So we're
It'll
just
be
going to have to
nice.
make it count.
Can we eat barbecue?
Yeah, obviously.
Great.
Listeners, we love you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All
Yes,
of the information
please.
is on our Instagram.
And yeah, follow us on Instagram if you don't already. Then we post sometimes. Most of the time we try to post when we do these live so you can catch it because it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Hope
follow
you're
us
having
at
a
Kelly and Lindsey.
safe summer. Wear your mask in big groups, even though they're telling you we don't have to. Like, why not just see what happens?
Think just do it because what's with all the strains? You know, in a big group, let's just still do it. When you're just like you and your friend, if you're vaccinated,
yeah,
you know,
just with
it's fine.
strangers.
But just like still maintain a level of awareness about it because the disease has not been eradicated.
Do you want to hear what my summer uniform is going to be?
Sure.
Just a mask, no clothes.
Love it.
Just a mask, no clothes.
It's beautiful.
No
tan lines.
No tan lines.
Everybody, have
Rate,
a safe
review, subscribe,
summer.
tell your friends. Have a great watermelon barbecue, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Fuck you, I'm smarter.